All right, so hey, I guess it's time to roll, and I'm very happy to, well, to see you all, I want to say. And yeah, unfortunately, I don't see you all guys here, but if you're there, if you can see me, so please drop me some comment in the comment section below. I would really appreciate that. And well, my name is Thomas, as always. It is the first webinar 2024 OLYMP TRADE here. So let's do this quick and nice webinar today, and I'm going to be talking about markets today, right? So something that we've all been wanting to talk about, right? Hey, hello, Mahtab. How's the beginning of this year? I mean, the markets are wild. I mean, I've been trading Nasdaq. The Nasdaq index is really wild, and apart from that, there are also quite a few other assets which are quite interesting to trade. And so, notably, we have a number of assets which are available and which have been available for trading throughout um, the holiday season, right? So since December 22nd, right? So there was this kind of Christmas vacation, right? And but then, yeah, yesterday everything got back to the norm, and I mean, even last week, yeah, since last Tuesday, the markets have been really, really active. So this is something I want to draw your attention to. So Nasdaq dropped from almost 17,000 points, so it dropped. So it kind of touched, right? So touched onto this area, this psychological, strategic psychological level of 17,000, and the price couldn't break above it, and then the price dropped. So classic retreat from that strategic level, and that was supposed to be a new all-time high, which did not occur. But before that, prior to that, the markets have risen. The markets had risen quite a lot, and obviously, yeah, there was this correction. There was this drop, which is called profit taking. So nothing really unusual here. Kind of a very classic pattern that does happen from time to time. So especially is very it can be clearly seen on 4-hour time frame. So 4-hour time frame gives us a little bit more perspective to what's been happening, and you can also see the head and shoulders pattern, right? So we have this left shoulder, we have the headline, we have the head, and we have the right shoulder, and we also have this neckline. So once it got broken, got pierced by this huge red candlestick, then the following momentum was just a matter of time, right? Now, at the same time, what I can tell now, guys, is that I can clearly see that the markets want to actually rise, and they want to win some of those gains, win back some of those losses that had been gained before. And yeah, the market seems to be reviving. And if you take a thorough look at our good old friend, the RSI indicator, you can pretty much obviously see that we have entered back into the normal area, and that is a huge signal for basically for a reversal. And we have quite a lot of room, quite a lot of space ahead of us, above us, and price can easily go to 16.6. So at least 200 points on Nasdaq we can easily move, I think, even without any major pullbacks. And then I don't know, and then we'll see. So the next strategic level is this one, 16,600, and a lot will depend on how and when we get to that level. My dear friends, if you have any questions about deposits that are not credited or have not been credited, so please, I ask you to write to customer support, because now I just checked, especially for this webinar, I checked this information, and we are at all-time best in terms of payments and payment system, and we have the smallest number of failed or lost deposits ever. So if you have some deposit issue, don't worry, it will be resolved soon. So all those issues, all those yeah, we are at all-time best. Hey man, what's your favorite strategy? Asks Red Entertainment. So actually, I have a few, and I would say Kind Martin is definitely among them. Let me give you a quick list of my favorite trading strategies. Excel first and foremost. Excel, very easy to use. It only has one indicator in it, which is the momentum indicator with the standard properties parameters, so 14 and 9, and basically that's that's all you need, right? All you need is love. All you need is one indicator to be a successful trader. So you don't really have to be surrounded by 5-6 monitors, like 10 different indicators on each chart. Nothing like that. I mean, sometimes, especially, I think they might act as major distractions, because sometimes the more is not the best. Like if you have too many things in your screen and everything, that sometimes that's not leading to success. That sometimes just sort of draws attention, takes your attention away from the main thing, which is oftentimes price action in this regard. So yeah, I mean, obviously when it comes to trading, price action, the price is the leading indicator and the leading sign of what about to happen. So another question, I'm lost 3000 AED. So guys, I mean, this question sort of travels from one webinar to the next, and usually there are no quick fixes. Like you cannot really fix your trading strategy, your trading approach overnight. You cannot really do that in a matter of like days, and especially sometimes people ask me, so Thomas, can you provide me that one golden surefire like diamond signal, and that will lead me to success? No, it doesn't work like this. In reality, what works is hard work, dedication, discipline, and knowing your strategy, and also talking to your maybe financial analysts, because they make your education process much faster. So well, first of all, yes, I'm sorry, because loss is loss. None of us likes to get losses, a loss is not something that you are coming here for. We are all coming here for victory, for profits, for some financial freedom, right? So we all want to be financially independent. We all want to be financially free. We do not want to lose money, but losing trades are a part of the game, right? So red candlesticks are also, it is never green or it is never red. It is like a zebra. It's green and red in trading, right? And our job is to have more green days than red days. So that's it. Now, when it comes to losses, and I also see another interesting question. Well, I would say like another common question, right? So another interesting common question, which goes like this: I'm beginner, please. So please tell the basic. Yeah, that's another thing. It's impossible to like it. Obviously, we have a time constraint in this webinar, and I see this pattern. I notice this pattern among traders over and over again. When people are trying and they're forcing their education curve, and instead of really taking it easy, taking it slow, and sort of dividing your education process like on some on steps, milestones, instead you're all trying to make a lot of money, quickly, right? So it's not really the right way, it's not really the right approach to trading, I think, in my opinion. The more proper thing is to like really learn how to trade, and then once you've learned that, you just press this magic button and your amount doubles. So your potential profit, your potential loss, they also double, or you just enter. I mean, trading is this kind of activity where you can scale your where you can scale up quickly. So if you finally realized that, and by looking at your statistics, you can easily tell that you're making money. You've learned how to trade. So going from $15 per trade to 150, all you need to do is you need to add 10. So then going from 150 to 1500, so $1,500 per trade, which is in fact quite a huge amount, right? So in this case, you don't really need anything, right? You just basically change the digits here. You just type a few actions on your keyboard, and the outcome is different in terms of volume. So, but first you need to really learn how to not lose money first, and then how to start making money. Because step number one is to learn how to not lose money, right? So I'm also trading along the way, because this is a strategy, right? So in this strategy, the one I'm showing to you right now, Excel, which only has one indicator in it, which is called the momentum indicator. All you have is these two lines, right? The blue line crosses the orange line, and so basically going upwards. And a signal for short trade would be like this. So blue line crosses the orange line like this, and we open a down trade. And upwards, as you can see, yes, this one, the blue line crosses orange line, blue line crosses orange line, upwards. That's it. I think even here there was a signal somewhere. I don't know, hard to tell, but I think there was a signal here, because this until the candlestick is finally formed, and before that it can easily like the very tip of this line can easily fluctuate upwards or downwards a little bit all the time, right? So just doing these minor fluctuations. Right. So yeah, there is a famous quote by some famous trader. I don't remember who that was, but obviously that trader is quite a respected one and a famous one. And one of his main quotes was this. I don't know it by heart in English, but I will give you the sense, the main idea of that. So it goes like this: having a lot of money in your trading account does not make you a successful trader. It only makes you a trader with a big deposit. But being a good trader allows you to grow your capital pretty much exponentially. I mean, this is quite a simple phrase, and what it means is that it basically illustrates something that I told you a few minutes back, that first of all, you need to learn how to not lose money, how to be profitable, how to make profits, say every week. I'm not saying every day, every month, because I have losing days. I sometimes might have a losing week, but in the last maybe 3-4 years, I have not had a losing trading month. So all my trading months, I can't remember one losing month in the last during the last 3-4 years. So never judge never judge yourself and your trading results by the results of one day. Instead, focus on long-term distance, and once you learn how to trade, how to close your say week, then 2 weeks in a row in profits, then you can easily start scaling your trading amount up. So you go from $10, so imagine you trade with $10, then you go the next week, it's a profitable week, then you increase it to 12, then you go to 15, and so on and so forth. But one mistake that people do is they go from $15, they go to 50. Okay, so that's too fast. That is not comfortable for your psychics, because let's imagine this week you've made $100 and then $100 profits by trading with $10 per trade, and then all of a sudden you increase your basic trading amount to 50. So what happens in the end? Two losing trades and you lose your weekly profit. So you never want to do that. It's all about gradual progress. You never want to be like, don't run ahead of the moving train, right? So don't be in a rush. So a question from Edwin here about gold. So Thomas, what are your thoughts on gold? So obviously, from the technical point of view, we have finally managed to really start trading above 2000. So 2000 is a very very important strategic psychological level, and it's boom, it's like something that happened before 2000 and something that happened above 2000. That is a huge difference, right? So right now I see a very good opportunity to actually start opening up trades, because since since now, that was so long ago. Feels like it was yesterday, right? So since the 14th of December, right? So we managed on the 13th, we broke above the $2,000 level, $2,000 level, the strategic one. And I mean, obviously we are headed towards, again, 2100. That's my opinion. That's my approach. Now, the most interesting question. So when do you open a trade? Obviously, you want to open trades as close to support levels as possible. So in this case, that would be opening a trade here when the price drops. When price drops towards 2005, 2009, 2010, something like this. So then, in that case, you can put your stop loss somewhere very near. But I'm not sure if that's gonna happen. So that is this element of uncertainty, and we never know whether that is going to happen or not. So in case that doesn't happen, well, basically we either lose a trade in terms that in a sense that you just couldn't enter a trade, or you just have you just put a wider stop loss. So basically you have option option one and option two, right? So option one, you open up trade here, but your stop loss would equal maybe $40. So then your potential take profit should be at least at 2100, probably even higher. But if you are a long-term investor, that is fine. So given gold's volatility in the recent months, we can easily expect this kind of movement from gold, from this asset, in the near future. So I suggest, I really suggest watching this asset, and potentially, yes, opening trades, because I mean, it does look like a nice opportunity for an up trade, like a nice support level here. All right, let me take another question. So please don't use this strategy, confusion strategy. Someone says probably about my Excel strategy. I do not agree, guys. I do not agree, because I think this strategy is good. I don't know. Well, look, there are so many different trading strategies. There are so many different instruments that everyone can pick something that they like and that they understand, that they maybe the word feel would work here. So something that, like, you really need to have this intuition, like market intuition. You get experience. You basically you work on your market intuition, and then you start noticing patterns which you haven't noticed before, and then basically that is how you collect your collection, your arsenal, your portfolio of patterns. So I mean, trading, right? What is trading about? So trading is all about, well, first of all, it's psychology and money management. But other than that, what is a strategy? Strategy, like any strategy, a strategy is a set of, it's a combination of patterns that repeat themselves over and over and over and over and over again on charts. So we are basically looking for the same patterns but on different charts. So, and I mean, on the one hand, that sounds routine, and I would say that, yeah, maybe that is routine. It's not really so much creative once you've developed your trading strategy. But one of the main ideas of trading is to basically to trade and to make money and not to have fun, but have fun outside of trading. I think that was, I read it in one article the other day. So don't expect to have too much fun with trading. So focus on making money and focus on chasing fun outside of trading. Like, you don't need, it's not about getting adrenaline, emotions, etc. It's all about executing your trading strategy. All right. So can we start trading without any? All right. So that is an interesting question. Sir, can we start trading without any other income source, only with capital? Well, I don't know how one can pull that off. Probably the only opportunity to do that is to start having profits from day one, right? So if you are that skilled of a trader from day one, well, I mean, yeah, look, yeah, so you trade. So let's imagine this situation, right? We are in this imaginary situation, ideal case scenario. So you start trading on demo account. Like, first of all, you join this trading world and you start trading on your demo account. You develop your trading strategy, you develop your money management approach, you work on your psychology, and after a few weeks, you are ready to move on to the real account. So in this case, yes, and now this problem that happens, and basically when people they go from their demo account and they start trading on their live accounts. So what happens oftentimes is that people start, how do I say it? They basically start doing everything wrong. So before, they would be like, yeah, we are serious traders, concentrated, motivated. We don't play around with our trades, with our money, even though it's demo money, demo account. And then when they switch to real accounts, I don't know what happens to people. I don't know. Is it just emotions? So many people show tremendous results, great results. Me, I'm not an exception, right? In the beginning, I had pretty good results, decent results on demo account. When I switched to my real account, my first real accounts, first few trades, first few weeks, maybe first few months, I did so many terrible things, and I talked about this before. So I lost quite a lot of money by just doing these like really crazy trades. Like, I would close trades, I would enter trades on Forex, no stop loss, not even checking charts for a few hours. That was a nightmare. I did everything possible to lose money. So I mean, yeah, answering your question, yes, it's possible to live off of trading, even for a newbie. But this imaginary trader, this newbie, so this person really has to be a disciplined one, a skilled one. Yeah, I mean, is it possible? Yes, it's possible. How realistic it is? Well, I don't know. It's doesn't seem to me that that many people can pull this thing off. I just don't feel in my practice, in my experience, from the people that I've met in my trading career, during my trading career, maybe like 1 out of 100, one or less than 1 out of 100 can do that, can become, can start profitable trading from kind of week one or month one. Almost impossible, but some people manage to do it. So if you are among those people, then, well, I envy you. So that would be such a nice, like, basically, because I wasted so much time just and so many opportunities as well. So it's not just about losing some money on some trades. It's also about losing opportunities, because if you start making mistakes, you start losing money. Your self-image as a trader deteriorates. You start making more and more mistakes. It's kind of catch-22. You start making mistakes, your motivation goes down, you don't have money, then you have to find a second job to sustain your trading activities. You don't have enough sleep. That's a terrible scenario. So this vicious circle goes on and on and on. So, I mean, yeah, and the answer to that is discipline. So I would say, out of all aspects that people talk about, so trading, motivation, so people say, yeah, you have to be motivated, like you have to visualize this Ferrari that you are driving. I mean, I would say it's important, so because you need to have dreams, goals that you want to pursue, that you want to chase. But on the other hand, the more important aspect is doing this, like being this routine, disciplined trader. You do trades. In the end of the day, you look at your trades and you conduct your evaluation. You evaluate your trades. Then on the weekends, you also check your trading diary, trading journal, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, guys, there aren't many shortcuts in this world. So, yeah, but right. So here is my trading so far. How's my Braz index? Okay, closes with a profit. How about my Mekong Commerce Index? Trade. So I did some quick trades here. Just basically, I find the signal and I open a trade accordingly. Not so much thinking about my trades. Just basically, I trade what I see. And we just had this talk 2 days ago, I think, with a friend of mine. So basically, it was about this. It's kind of like the following thing. So trade what you see and not what you think will happen next. So because we never know how many times this level is gonna withhold the pressure from, for example, buyers, right? And before it finally gives in and caves in and price drops below. So you never know how many times that's gonna happen. But if you execute your trading strategy, you have much better chances of actually succeeding in this activity, in this business. How are your trades going? Are you still holding your Bitcoin trades? I closed some of my Bitcoin trades. At the same time, in my long-term portfolio, so I closed some of them. In my long-term portfolio, I still, well, look, I mean, we are breaking above 45,000. I mean, Bitcoin is unstoppable now. My idea, my view now, it was like that will reach 50,000. Now I have this feeling that, because I have this feeling that we can easily reach 70,000. So the previous high, right? What was that? Like 69,000, 70,000, right? We now have so much. I mean, like, just compare these charts, right? So we haven't really started this acceleration phase, right? So this sharp, quick acceleration phase when everything just, goes vertical, right? So we are not there yet. So we have this flag formation, right? So what does it say? Does anyone know about flag formation? This flag formation. So the basic law or the basic pattern is this: the distance that the chart travels before this flag formation, it has potential to travel the same. So we started here with 35 before 40, so we have potential at least towards 50,000. And then, I mean, Bitcoin is not on the news. No one is talking about Bitcoin yet. So it means that the broader audience is not really aware of it. And when do people start buying? So when does this crazy phase or haze, when does it happen usually? It happens when prices, when Bitcoin starts appearing on the news, when everyone starts talking like, hey, I'm buying this Bitcoin, now it costs 55,000, 60,000, it's gonna go to the moon, right? So 100, 200. So that's when people start buying it, right? So we are not in this phase yet. So psychologically speaking, I mean, at least 70,000. We have not entered this acceleration phase just yet. So I really don't know, guys. I don't feel like I feel like holding my positions for as long, so probably for until the end of this year at least, unless some crazy sharp moves start happening. So let's also apply my good old friend, the RSI indicator, one of my, once again, favorite indicators. Yeah, we are kind of overbought, but there is no correction, and there is no pullback, there is no major pullback, and so we can probably stay here in this overbought area since, well, we entered this overbought area on 7-day, on weekly time frame long time ago, like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, 2.5 months ago. And yeah, look, on monthly chart, we are not really, yeah, we are not in the overbought area. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 green months. And now let's compare it to 2020, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. And look at the candlestick size. They are all much bigger. So the basic rule is you never want to quit a trade or close a trade. So go out of the trade before maybe at least one red candlestick. So you never want to close a trade while you're in a long position and everything is green, right? So all these candlesticks are green. So you don't really want to close this trade. It's just pointless at this point. Okay, that's my view. Right, guys, so let me go ahead and take a few more questions from our beloved chat, and then we'll wrap it up. So, how are you trade? Okay, so I answered that question. Hello, sir. Why I don't have too many assets in my account? Can you tell me, please? So yes, the explanation here is simple. Some of these assets that are available in my account, like Aromatic Thai Index, Astro, Braz Index, Cafina, Latam, Mahajantar, Mekong, Munch, Kahwa, etc. These are local regional indices, and these indices they are not for every country. But since I work for the company, I managed to get access to all of them because I need trading experience, right? And that's why I have them all. In every country, I think now we have at least the following indices. We have Asia Composite Index, Commodity Composite Index, and Europe Composite Index. These 3 indices are available for everyone on the platform, and then each region now has their own 3 unique indices. So for example, in Thailand, it's Aromatic Thai Index, it's Digital Dragons, and it's Mekong Commerce Index. In the LATAM region, we have LATAM, Braz Index, and Cafeina Index. Next, in India, I think we have Munch Index, and Mahajantar, and something else, and Astro Index, I think. So we just have a number of local indices. Yeah. So that's the explanation. And another question from Edwin: do you think the upcoming Bitcoin halving will affect its price? Well, as I said, it looks like the investors, the long-term investors, are just serious now about Bitcoin, and I think, of course, all positive news have bear positive effect on the price. That goes without saying. And yeah, I think yeah, we can easily go upwards towards 70 on halving and without halving. I think globally, Bitcoin is gaining momentum now, and this is probably because, you know, let's remember 2020, Bitcoin was all over the news. 2017, Bitcoin was all over the news. Now what? Yes, people who are in the know, who are traders. Ah, hello, Mr. Akpak. No, I'm not ignoring your comments. I didn't mean it. I really apologize if I missed your messages. So I apologize. Please write them back. Looks like I've missed a few messages in the chat. I'm sorry about that. Well, guys, anyways, now Bitcoin, it's only people who are in the know, they talk about that, about it. Everyone else is just not really talking about it. It's not on the news the way it was in 2019, 2020. So maybe it's because there are other news now just kind of like on the agenda, and that is why not so much is being, it's just not discussed as much. Now, hey, Akpak, thanks. Yeah, Happy New Year too, guys. All right, let's wrap it up here. I would like to thank you all for having attended this wonderful webinar, the first webinar of the year. And yeah, I will see you next week on Monday. And don't forget that we have webinars, we have trading seminars, webinars, etc. Just check out our channels and our social media, like Facebook and Telegram channels. All the information is there. We conduct many trading sessions, and in 2 weeks' time, I think around January 24th or maybe January 31st, we plan on conducting a few big events like this webinar marathon or marathon webinar we would like to repeat, because we have received so many positive comments since we conducted it in the end of December, and people have been asking us, when are you gonna do the next one? So that is it, guys. Thanks a lot, and good luck in your trading. So I will see you soon. Wonderful day. Bye bye.